Last week, very tough day for Samford football. We ran into a team that's playing at a high level, especially offensively. Didn't give them a whole lot of resistance. Got down early and couldn't recover from that. But this week we've had a good week of practice. I think our players, myself included, are excited about another opportunity to play. Go on the road, very difficult environment to play in at VMI. It's a long trip, and you're catching a VMI team that has been playing really well, got a lot of confidence. One thing I noticed last year, their record didn't prove it, but they had a much better football team switching to the air raid offense, and this year they're running it extremely well, have two big road wins over East Tennessee State and the Citadel, and they're sitting at 3-3 just like we are, so it ought to be a heck of a matchup.
That had to be a tough one on Saturday, but ultimately your goals are still all attainable. You're 2-1 in the conference. Do you have to kind of reiterate that to your guys, after a game like that? Or?
Well, each week I kind of always give us a status report of where I think that we are. Again, other than being undefeated, there's a lot of football left to be played. This is actually be our 7th game of the season, so we're just, we're right at the halfway point until Saturday. The big thing again is we just got to play better in all phases of the game. Defensively, they scored 8 straight times, so I know we're not excited about that. And then offensively, we did not show enough firepower to match that on Saturday. So we got a lot of work to do. I think we've cleaned some things up this week, and hopefully we'll get more consistent play out of the guys that we need to play better. Y'all are easy trying to come up with them now.
VMI, you mentioned their switch to the air raid. How much different do they look now than they did, a couple of years ago?
Well, I think, it was a big adjustment. I say that, I don't coach them. I think that last season, as the season went on, you could see offensively that they were really playing at a high level, got some really good playmakers. Their offensive coordinator is a friend of mine, kind of grew up in the same tree that I did, and he's done a really good job of creating space for his playmakers. This year, you could tell, like anything, the second time around, you're usually a little bit better at it, and you can tell that they're playing with, like I said earlier, with a great deal of confidence. They lead the conference in just about every passing category there is. So we're going to have to do a really good job of forcing them into some long yardage, and we can't let the QB sit back there all day or it'll be a long day. And then defensively, they're usually one of the harder defenses to go against because they throw so much at you. And fortunately, last year, we got on a little roll, we were able to run the ball, and we caught them off guard a little bit. But this year, I think, they know what we're going to do, we know what they're going to do, and it's whoever executes the best on Saturday will come out with a big win.
How similar is what they do to what you do?
It's very similar. It's what I like to do. This year we've struggled at consistency at our quarterback play, doing what I like to do. But at the end of the day, we're trying to find a way to move the ball and score touchdowns, and that's what I like to do the most. So we've altered, I wouldn't say we've altered, we just probably call the game a little differently with the inexperience at quarterback, whereas those guys, they're full bore into it right now, and they're doing a really good job.